First up, we're in the 5th district.
Is this Todd's? This is kind of interesting.
Utah, the sentencing of Tristan Lamoureux.
It's terrorism, it's not.
Lamoureux's just pled guilty to killing his wife, Misty, following an argument in their apartment. According to news reports, she was shot 5 times in the head. When police arrived, they found Misty's body in the bathroom and Lamoureux fleeing the scene. Now in court, Lamoureux sits.
Is this Todd's? Let me check. Yo, can I get my video checkers?
Relationship with 1 or 2 of the good couriers and they can get the food without giving money to Uber. Just an idea. Enjoying the stream. xQcl.
Yeah, I get food at really like random times or whatever, dude. It's kind of hard to get the couriers or whatever.
By 4 sheriff's deputies who closely watch over him. Judge G. Michael Westfall calls Misty's brother, Jason Wilson, to come up to the front of the courtroom and deliver an impact statement.
It's safe?
As he approaches the podium, Wilson shoots an intimidating stare in the direction of the defendant. But Lamoureux seems unbothered as he casually rocks back and forth in his chair. After speaking for a bit, Wilson breaks from his emotional testimony and turns his full attention to Lamoureux. Since the words don't appear to have any effect on Lamoureux, Wilson tries a different approach.
Jesus, man. Man, dude, they fucking slammed his ass, man. Holy.
Wilson begins speaking directly to the man who killed his sister.
Bah.
Wilson lunges at Lamoureux, but his lawyer pushes Wilson back against the barrier. Lamoureux stands up as if he's ready to rumble, but a deputy slams him to the ground and away from the melee. Chairs are left spinning as deputies drag Wilson to the floor and restrain him.
Rip.
With the courtroom engulfed in chaos, these inmates taking in the scene seem completely unfazed. Moments later, Wilson's cuffed by the deputies. He apologizes for his outburst, and the judge orders him removed.
Interesting. I'm just looking at the show.
The deputies put the courtroom back in order, and Lamoureux returns to rocking in his chair. According to local authorities, Jason Wilson was not charged for the incident. As for Tristan Lamoureux, he's eventually sentenced to 15 years to life in prison.
Wait, that's it?
First-degree murder.
Wait, that's it? Huh?
15 years to life in prison for first-degree murder.
What?
We're inside the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice in Detroit, Michigan.
8:40 to 9.
30-year-old Jasmine Gordon and her 34-year-old boyfriend, Clifford Thomas, are being sentenced today for the death of Gordon's 3-year-old daughter, Jamila Smith. Thomas, who is not
Someone
Jamila's
fleeing
father,
crime scenes
was
actually
beat.
does cause death.
Yeah, of course.
2 days ago, South African rugby legend Bedri Wannenberg, who moved to Texas to coach rugby, was killed in a car accident due to a 16-year-old fleeing from
fleeing
police.
is fucking stupid, man.
R.I.P. Pedri, you will be
the girl
missed.
when he claims she hit her head and stopped breathing. But
Why isn't it 15 years is a long time? Dude, somebody isn't gonna have any years. They have 0. They have 0. They could have had 60, 75 left of their life. They get 0. They're dead forever. And they're not coming back. And you get to do that, and then yours is hindered by 15. And you can still get to live while you have the 15 years you're just in prison. Like what?
Authorities ruled her death
What are you
a
talking about?
homicide, indicating the child died of multiple blunt force trauma injuries. Both Gordon and Thomas were found guilty of involuntary manslaughter, among other charges.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Today, Gordon and Thomas appear in court together, so family members won't have to deliver impact statements twice.
She made a bad choice, a real bad choice, and to let this stranger babysit her kids, because that man was a total stranger to them kids.
Sitting just off camera in the gallery is the dead child's father, Dwayne Smith. There's only a few feet and not much else between Smith and and the man convicted of killing his daughter. When he's asked to deliver an impact statement, he delivers.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man! Jesus. Well, that's an impact statement. Jesus Christ.
If we take another look, you can see Smith enter the frame here and clearly punch Thomas in the head.
Guys, first, this is a set. It's a set. They have like actors and shit. Clearly, this is not US.
Amidst the chaos, Gordon has an emotional moment of her own. And has to be comforted by her attorney.
Jesus, well, that was kind of crazy.
It takes several sheriff's
one
deputies
last.
to finally restore order. When the hearing resumes, Judge Margaret Van Houten issues a warning.
When was the timing of the toss?
Courtroom. If there are any, you'll be removed from the courtroom.
She sentences Thomas to 57 months to 15 years for involuntary manslaughter and 1 to 2 years for resisting arrest. After Thomas is taken away, a tearful Gordon makes a plea to the judge.
To be placed in jail right now after kissing my daughter for the last time.
Jesus Christ.
And double murder.
Huh?
Boggs reportedly went to the Cook home to buy marijuana. Once inside, the drug deal turned into a robbery and double murder. Boggs is in court for his arraignment. He's pled not guilty to all charges. In the gallery are members of the victim's family, devastated by this horrific crime.
Bob will be held with no bond. Set that for pre-trial conference on March 26th.
The judge orders Boggs held without bond and sends him back to his cell. Just as that's Blister Cook's brother, Michael, charging towards the defendant. A second brother, Donald Keith, makes an attempt to get at Boggs. While officers handle that situation,
Then
a third man makes
running
a
back,
run at
yeah.
Boggs, but no luck. He slips out the back door.
sucker.
Luckily for Boggs, there are several officers in the courtroom who prevent those angry family members from getting to Boggs.
Aw, man. What are they gonna charge him with, man? He just wants to shake his hand,
All
man.
charges and sentenced to life in prison with no chance for parole. Now we head to Cleveland, Ohio, to the Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court for the sentencing of convicted serial killer Michael Madison. Madison's been convicted on 3 counts of aggravated murder for the killing and mutilation of 3 young women in Ohio. The gruesome nature of the crime shocked the community of East Cleveland. Police found the remains of the victims in different areas of Madison's neighborhood, one in his own apartment.
There was
Okay.
evidence of decomposition fluid in several parts of the apartment building. There were maggots that were attached.
Two said there's no toss here.
The death penalty.
Wait, you know what?
Today, Madison finds out if he'll receive the death penalty. As part of the hearing, Van Terry, the father of one of Madison's victims, steps up to the podium to make a victim impact statement. Mr. Terry's now just a few feet away from the man who so brutally took the life of his daughter, Sherelda.
Right now, I guess we're supposed to, in our hearts, forgive this clown who's touched our families, taken my child.
He's looking directly at Madison now.
Holy. Motherfucker's laughing.
Van Terry is released without charges. A short time later, County Judge Nancy McDonnell hands down Madison's sentence. Michael Madison is sentenced to death and will now live on Ohio's death row. Now we head to the Otero County Courthouse in Roswell, New Mexico, for the criminal trial of Michael Cox Jr. Authorities say Cox molested a young child while the two were alone watching television. He was charged with criminal sexual contact of a minor under the age of 13. With the trial now concluded and Cox found guilty, Judge Jerry Ritter Jr. calls a bench conference with attorneys from both sides. As Deputy DA Scott Key, the man who just helped convict Cox, walks back to his seat, Cox unleashes his frustration.
On who? Oh yeah, on the opponent cancel?
Cox lunges at Key, who makes a quick move before crashing into the podium. He takes a swing at Key as he hits the ground. Officer Katia Smith enters the courtroom just in time to witness the ruckus.
This editing, dude.
She acts swiftly and attempts to restrain Cox. Key gets back on his feet and makes a run at Cox. But the melee only intensifies as a man from the gallery joins the fray.
Oh, this motherfucker.
With his courtroom engulfed in chaos, Judge Ritter attempts to take control. He leaves the bench and orders the room to be immediately cleared.
I don't know what the fuck is happening.
With the confrontation now over, Key pulls himself together.
Gamba, it's like when you get a bonus. There's like retreads or
Takes a
some
moment to
shit.
fix his hair and then straightens up the area, even putting a trash can back in place while Cox is cuffed and led away.
You're not wrong.
Is finally restored. Michael Cox Jr. received 18 years for criminal sexual contact with a minor. And for his ill-advised attack on Key, the newly convicted felon picked up an additional 6 years for felony battery on a peace officer and misdemeanor aggravated battery. Both sentences will run consecutively.
Thanks for being a fan of Court.
Ooh, back to back. Jesus.